Hello there, everyone. Today we are going to be talking about air pollution, everyone's favorite subject. Put the cheering clip in. Before we begin, air pollution has to be defined. Well, it says here that air pollution is, quote, the presence in or introduction into the air of a substance which has harmful or poisonous effects. In stupid people's terms, bad stuff in the air. Now that we have defined air pollution, why is it even happening?
Many hours later.
After about 5 minutes of Google searching, I have found an answer. Air pollution is happening mainly due to fossil fuel burning. What does this even have to do with anything, you may be asking? Well, A, we as humans, we kind of burn a lot of fossil fuels. And B, when the Earth experiences increased temperatures, which happens due to climate change and the burning of fossil fuels, this pollutes the Earth's atmosphere and it turns out that we burn a lot of fossil fuels for daily use, like transportation, electricity, agriculture, and a bunch of other things that we use in our daily lives. Anyways, increased temperatures also means the world experiences increased mold and pollen production, polluting the air and also screwing over everyone with allergies, like myself. Thanks to my very non-helpful definition and cause of air pollution, we can now look at how it is spatially distributed across the world. Air pollution occurs all around the world. There's not a single country in the world that does not suffer from air pollution. However, there are varying degrees, but it still leaves an impact no matter what. The countries with the highest amount of air pollution are, drumroll, newly industrializing countries, or these. Some of these newly industrializing countries include India, Mexico, Brazil, China, South Africa, among many others. In these places, the amount of burnt fossil fuels and other pollutants is so high, it ends up looking like this. These newly industrializing countries need to accommodate an extremely high amount of factories and other buildings, so they in turn have to burn a lot of fossil fuels. We don't have much to criticize them about because, yeah. So, what measures have been put in place to address/fix air pollution? You know ozone depleting substances? Just stop producing and importing them. So yeah, we just made it our own jobs to set standards for air pollutants like carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and a lot of other pollutants. And we forced states to have their own plan to fight air pollution. It's really funny.
This is honestly the best idea for fixing air pollution.
Now, what is my solution to fixing air pollution? I say that we start government programs in newly industrializing countries that encourages citizens to use less energy. But I'm a gamer, so none of this applies to me. As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, whenever citizens buy a house or a car, they can opt into this program with the knowledge that third parties can see their energy usage. Benefits of this program can include lower tax payments, no taxes at all, or even money just straight up being sent to the citizens. Their benefits are inversely proportional to how much energy they use. For example, if they use a low amount of energy per their circumstance, which can include the number of people in the household, the number of electronics in the household, the number of appliances in the household, among many other factors, then they get these benefits, essentially rewarding them for being efficient with their energy usage. Even if they use a lot of energy, they won't be penalized for it, so there's no reason for them not to be in the program. I predict that this solution will cost anywhere from $1 billion to $2 billion to make up for the taxes not being paid. But that's also coming from someone who doesn't know how budgeting works. This program should be introduced slowly and announced about 1 year in advance so that citizens have time to prepare. Ideally, there should be about 2 to 3 years of testing the idea in the areas with the worst pollution rates, with tweaks being made when needed, which, when all added up together, that'd be about 4 to 5 years for the thing to be fully implemented. However, I don't know a single thing about time management, so all in all, this is an idiot's take on how to solve air pollution and some other information about air pollution in general.